everybody, welcome to Cinema Trailer News. My name is Chris and this will be my review for Black Adam. There will be no spoilers in this video. Now this has been Dwayne Johnson's superhero passion project for a very long time. This was announced like 15 years ago and he finally made it. So DC is back with a brand new film, Black Adam. Now Black Adam the movie has so few original ideas that the ideas that it does have come across unnecessary or unhelpful. So very quickly even casual comic book fans will realize that Black Adam is a patchwork quilt of cool elements from other comic book movies. Black Panther, Captain America, X-Men, multiple points with all or three of these. Now director Joan Collet-Serra doesn't really have a directorial style of his own, which is fine, but it's weird like what he decided for this. He's certainly a qualified director, but it's weird that someone with so much experience would just so blatantly rip up so many other directors. Now the movie has a bloated CGI heavy draft. The scenes talk on the film, and I would say about 2/3 throughout the movie, I was like, okay, time for this movie to end. A new villain emerges, and of course to bring everyone together, something that we have seen in lots of movies, and it's also something that happens all the time. As for changes and DC fans asking whether this is truly a Black Adam movie or simply a superhero variation of a Dwayne Johnson movie, and I think when you consider all the changes that Dwayne Johnson and his team made to Black Adam, this is very myopic. And you know, it's totally in service of Dwayne Johnson rather than in service of the DC franchise. And now a lot of changes, and on that note, are made to the Black Adam mythology. In fact, the movie spent a lot of time on this, and it's not compelling, it's pointless, and it's not what anybody asked for. Now, Dwayne Johnson has made no secret that he's not interested in fighting Shazam. He feels that Superman is a battle that is worthy of him, and this movie therefore it totally ignores Shazam, which is awkward because he's a producer in this movie, but also he produced the two Shazam films. But also the mythology overlaps, so they're talking about Shazam mythology, but nobody bothers to mention Shazam like 1 or 2 times. It just feels weird. Now, Intergame. Now, really a name only. They could have named this group anything. It could have been fine. And they didn't need to use the Intergang name here. And DC is guilty of this. Of wasting great comic book properties and stuff characters to only do them a name. And then you can do them going forward. Now, there's some very interesting commentary about the Middle East here. How the Middle East is largely ignored by the rest of the world and left to fend for itself and almost never sided with or the grievances heard, and I think that is a fair criticism and that was interesting. Now let's talk about the JSA. So they introduced the JSA into the DCEU, this new group of superheroes. Now, the team doesn't have enough time to properly develop this character. Now, the movie focuses a lot on the complex Black Adam origin story. So the JSA goes after Black Adam, ordered by Amanda Waller, who sends them instead of her usual Suicide Squad. Now the Suicide Squad got disbanded in the Peacemaker show, but you have to bring him back because the Suicide Squad is just a fascinating idea. But they could have have one or two liners about how the Suicide Squad is currently operating. Now, Black Adam kills a lot of intergame members. There's a lot of kills here, very graphic, and this for sure was a rated R movie and then stripped down a little bit to make it a PG-13 movie. Now, what bothers me here is that when Black Adam fought the JSA, I never got the impression that he was actually trying to kill them. And it would have been more interesting if he was just like, okay, I'm going all out on justice, and then he tried to kill them and he couldn't, and then the challenge would have been more interesting. But they didn't do that, and for the more discussion the movie has about Black Adam, it's weird that Black Adam actions weren't consistent. Now, the best VFX here is by far Dwayne Johnson. He not only looks like a superhero physically, but he's playing one that doesn't apologize for it. And to see him levitating to our Kandak and all those cool action sequences, it's just so cool to see on screen. Now, my other favorite characters was those in Kandak. Now, Sarah Shahi, she's fantastic, like a Middle Eastern version of Lara Croft. I like her a lot. Muhammad Ahmed is very funny as her brother. He had a lot of great moments. And Bohi Sambuji is also very likable as her son. Now, the JSA cast. Aldous Hodge as Hawkman. He's a great actor. He has a really great screen persona, but his character has just one-liners, and the way they approached this character, it wasn't that interesting. And he certainly gave it I think he did the best that he could what he was given with. Now, Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate, he looks very cool, and for me that was perfect casting. Now, and they also make an effort to distinguish him to the NCU Doctor Strange. And now him and Aldous Hodge has the most to do in terms of the members of the JSA. Then Quintessa Swindon looks absolutely stunning. And she looks gorgeous, also very Zack Snyder. There's a lot of slow motion in this movie. And she's playing Cyclones. Now, Cyclone's powers are visually interesting. She's basically Storm, but with one weather element in her command, the wind. But she doesn't have much to do in this movie. And that's not on the actors, that's more on the writing. And Noah Centino as Adam Smasher is the comedic relief. It's like a bit of Ezra Miller's Flash meets Paul Rudd Ant-Man. But his character is not that interesting as the two other characters. And the jokes, some of them doesn't quite as good. Now, as for Dwayne Johnson, it's Dwayne Johnson. You know exactly what you're going to get at this point, and that's exactly what you get here. And he's great as Black Adam. And now, Viola Davis, total scene stealer. She's so good in here, and her work here along with other DCEU elements really makes you wish you were watching another DCEU movie with this budget and VFX. Now we're talking. Now, the post-credit scene, I won't give it away, but it was awesome to see. I love the post-credit scene. And be sure to check that out. And it's no secret because Dwayne Johnson has told everybody what it is, so, but I won't give it away. Now, bottom line, the problem with Black Adam is in the writing. and some change from the comments, because I know Dwayne Johnson has put a lot of money and passion into this, and you can really see that on screen. He really gave it all 100%. I just wish he had a better writer and read comments, because that would have helped this film, because it just comes across very generic. Now, if you can ignore the writing and just go to see the Black Adam for it is, Dwayne Johnson, also the JSA members, and the cool action sequences, there were great action sequences, and the stunning VFX, then you're going to have fun watching the movie. So that's my review of Black Adam. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, consider subscribe to the channel, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.